curious if you have any suggestions to pitch to my 7-year-old daughter that greater autonomy will make her happier. She can get upset or sad when I suggest she does X or Y herself, getting fully dressed, preparing her school bag for the next day. I always make myself available for side help, mind you, but she assimilates my suggestion to a lack of love. You won't help me because you don't love me. Have you experienced this with other parent members or within your own parenting journey? Any advice? Many thanks. Yes, I have experienced this. And it's very obvious that your daughter's love language is acts of service. That's how she receives love. I don't know if you're familiar with the concept of love languages. There is a book about this, there's a website. You can even do a test or have your daughter take the test to find out what their love language is. So, according to this book and theory, there are 5 love languages, and each one of us has a native love language. And those 5 languages are words of affirmation, where some of us love receiving or expressing love through words. I love you. You're beautiful. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. You're great. Those are words of affirmation. Then there are gifts. Many people want a physical representation of love. For others, it's touch, cuddles, kisses, hugs. Then the 4th one is quality time. People receive your love if you give them undivided attention. And then we have acts of service, which is help me make my bag, make food for me, help me get dressed. I would like to invite you to identify your love language, because I assume it's not acts of service. Because if it was, you would feel natural. You would be the one over serving your daughter, right? It could be words of affirmation, gifts, touch, or quality time. This happens often when our love language and our kids' love language are not the same. So the way we naturally want to express our love, it's not their preferred way of receiving. Obviously, all of those things are beautiful ways to express our love to our kids. But we especially need to do this with their preferred love language. So for your daughter, it is the acts of service. So I would invite you to consider, why is it so important for you that she's independent? Are you worried that she will not be able to get dressed or get her bag as she grows older? Because I wouldn't be worried about that. For her, and probably for you, the most important thing right now is that she feels loved. She's still 7. And in a couple of years, she will enter the pre-teenage years, and she will, by default, want to do things on her own and rebel and have more autonomy. So she's very clear to you that she is not wanting you to do all those things for any other reason. She's been very clear, very smart little girl. Most of the kids are not aware of this. She's very clear that she wants your acts of service as a way of receiving your love. So if I were you, I would try to do some of this, because that's how she perceives love, and also express my love in other ways so I know my daughter feels love, because this is the most important thing. If helping her is a burden for you, then that's another topic, because in any relationship, you need to set boundaries rather than sacrifice yourself. If you're really tired or busy and you have to go the extra mile to do all this extra work, then you can set some boundaries. Say, I'm tired, or I have 20 things to do in the morning. Can you please do this? But if that's not it, you can enjoy doing those and just know that this is something you do to make your daughter feel loved. And I wouldn't worry about teaching her for autonomy, because I haven't seen any teenager that has grown healthfully still wanting their parents to do their back. So I wouldn't be too worried about pushing that autonomy. And I would actually embrace some acts of service, if they're not too much of a burden for you, as a way of showing my love. That's my perspective. Obviously, you know your kid better. But as I was listening to this question, and through my experience, through love languages and being with other parents, this is what I would recommend. That as much as it doesn't feel natural to you and may feel infantilizing her, it's just a way of showing your love to her, because many people acts of service, that's the way they receive love. And just to give you an example, my husband's love language is acts of service. And me learning about this theory really helped me, because my love language is quality time. I want that we spend quality time with no distractions, no phones together. But for him, he wasn't feeling loved because I wasn't doing much of the housework. I wasn't cooking. I wasn't cleaning. And that's how he perceived love. So I know that that's his love language. It doesn't mean that I will completely change myself or oppress myself to do everything. But I do know that when I do something, an act of service, something to help him, maybe in the house, I know he will feel loved. So it's not my natural language, but sometimes we go the extra mile to make someone feel loved, obviously without oppressing ourselves. So there you go. Thank you for listening. If you have a question you'd like me to answer on a future episode, drop it in the Leader Path Lab thread in our Substack subscriber chat. I'll see you next time.